I'm Amber Davies and welcome to Call to Stage. This is the space where musical theatre takes centre stage. From unforgettable backstage stories with incredible special guests to insights from my life and my theatre journey. We're leaving it all on the mic every single week, so let's jump in. Hi guys, welcome back to Call to Stage with me, Amber Davies. Now we are extremely lucky today. We have a superstar in our aura. It's the incredible Sharlene Hector.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for having me.
And you're in pink.
I am. I love pink.
I love
I'm
it.
obsessed. Nails, everything.
Oh my gosh, you are?
Yeah, socks.
Is that your favourite colour?
No, my favourite colour is green,
Ah.
actually. But I often leave the house looking like a house plant. So I was trying to avoid that today. So yeah, pink
Is your whole house green?
pretty much. Green couch.
Oh,
green blanket on
really?
the bed. Yeah, lots of plants. Yeah, obsessed.
I love that.
Thank you.
Now, before we get chatting, I love to ask my guests,
Yeah.
have you got any pre-show ritual that you do?
I don't really. We used to have one when the show first started. We'd all stand in a circle, the whole cast, and we'd say, "My glass is half full and not half empty, and that's the gospel truth. You're done now." That's what we used to say. Now it's like you get the beginner's call and everyone's like, "Yeah, right, go on then." But I'd love to reinstate that because it was really cool.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love the little end bit as well, just to keep it like completely real.
Exactly.
You know. I try to deep dive on you in your early,
Oh, God.
yeah, and you're a mystery, Charlene. Do you know that?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I love that.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, don't like give us everything. You're the queen of giving us barely nothing online,
no.
okay? Which I love.
feel about that.
No, because we get the scoop.
Okay. Cool.
Did you train in musical theatre?
I didn't. I wasn't allowed.
What?
No. So I wanted to be, I wanted to go to drum school. I actually wanted to go to RADA. I wanted to go to all kinds of places.
Okay.
And my mum was very much kind of, no, you need to get a trade because this is a very insecure industry and I want you to have something that I know you're always going to have money, and singing and acting is not it. So I wasn't allowed to go to a theatre school or to study music except piano lessons. I had piano lessons.
Yeah.
But it was always within me to sing and do funny voices and stuff. So I had to wait till I was an adult and then...
So you can make your own decisions.
Yeah. But I always knew I was going to be a singer. I always knew that from when I was maybe about 10 years old. So, yeah, I used to sing in church when I was really small. And then...
And is that where your love grew?
I think so, yeah. I learned how to harmonise in church because I didn't know how to read music or understand theory, so it was all done by ear. So now that's a blessing because if people say, "Oh, can you go to the B flat?" and I don't know what the B flat is, and like, "Can you just sing it?" and they sing it, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go to that." So it's fine. But I always thought it was a hindrance not to be able to read, but it's actually more of a help to be able to use my ears.
Yeah,
so,
this is so much more important.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be amazing to read music, but not many people read music this
is what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
no, it's incredible.
I know. Is there a moment in your childhood where you were like, or a day or something, an experience, like you said, you sang in church, that you were like, I will do this as a career?
I don't think so, no. I think it was just always something that I knew.
A knowing.
And I didn't know when I was going to be able to do it. Thank you.
Coffee's
I didn't know
arrived.
when I was going to be able to do it, but I just knew that I would. So I wasn't really worried. It definitely took a lot longer than I would have liked it to. And I've always said that if I had got to study, if I had got to train, I don't think I would have been a singer. I think I would have been a dancer because I love dancing.
Do you?
Yeah. But I'm old now, so can't move like I want to. So, but yeah, I love dance and I love music. So I knew it was always going to be part of my life. And after I finished my GCSEs and my A levels, I just did them to, keep mummy quiet.
Tick the box.
Yeah. And then I went to college and I learned how to be a secretary. So I can type really, really quickly. But that's all I got. I ain't got anything.
That is a skill though.
Yeah. But then I was doing sessions on the side. So I joined a session agency called Tough years and years ago. And so I would do things like Top of the Pops, the Brit Awards, Mobo, that kind of thing, singing with choirs. I was with LCGC, which is London Community Gospel Choir, for about 5 minutes. And then I left. But then as time went on, people say, "Oh, can you come and do this gig? Or can you come do this show?" And so I just became a singer by osmosis, I guess, because I was just around a lot of singers. And then I decided to go full time because as a secretary, I went into jobs where I was temping, but then it got to the point where I was like, I can't do this anymore. I need to sing. So I quit my temp job and I sat at home for about 3 months and I was like, what have I done? I ain't got no money. This is bad. And I was living with my good friend Jackie at the time, and she'd gone on holiday, and when she came out I was like, babe, now listen, don't worry, I've not paid the rent this month, but don't worry, it's going to be fine. And she's like, what do you mean? And I was like, I stopped temping. And she's like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, I'm going to sing. And she's like, okay. And then literally 3 months after that happened, I joined a group called Basement Jaxx, and we went touring all over the world, and I guess the rest is kind of history.
So you made the jump.
I did, yeah.
There's a famous quote that if you jump, something will catch you, and I love that.
That's nice.
I know, and you are a jumper.
Babe, I stay jumping. I'm always jumping. It's ridiculous.
I love that, and I always think like you were not meant to train. Your life wouldn't be who you are today if you had trained. I
agree. I hear a lot of horror stories about training, and I hear a lot of great things about training as well. And there are some things that I wish I had the chance to learn, like dance. But my first job was Hairspray, and that was, baptism by fire, because it's fully dancing. And as somebody who didn't know how to dance, I was really lucky with the cast that I was with, because they would literally give up their lunch breaks to go through the choreo with me. And I would just be like...
That was with Jordan Benjamin?
Yes, my sweetheart. They got married.
I know.
I couldn't go because no two muses are allowed to be off at the same time.
Oh my gosh, and we were on holiday, so we couldn't go.
Oh no. God. There was 3 of us in the cast, like, you going to Jordan and Amy's wedding? No, are you going? One of us went, nice, and she took loads of pictures. So but yeah, it was a lot. But yeah, I was with Jordan Benjamin. I was also with Robin Rose, who is in Hercules with me, or Robin Rose Lee. And who else was there? Brianna Ogunbo. Oh no, we did Dreamgirls together. But yeah, I made some friends for life. On Hairspray.
Not your first job being Hairspray at the London Coliseum.
Babe, flinging my body about the stage like a crazy woman, not knowing what I was doing. It was so daunting.
Also, talk about start big.
Yeah.
The Coliseum's huge.
And in ensemble as well.
And it kind of tells
ensemble the hardest working people in any show.
Preach.
Oh mate, it was mad. It was absolutely mad.
But did you love it?
I did, yeah. My knees have never forgiven me, but I did love it, yeah. And I knew I was in the right place after that.
And how did you get into an audition room?
So basically, during lockdown, I joined an exercise group, and there was about 12 of us at one point. Some people were from London, some were from LA, some were from the Netherlands, and we'd all get together about midday UK time and exercise, and then have a chinwag afterwards, just to try and keep our fitness levels up, And then the UK people realised that some of us hadn't met each other. We see each other every day at 12 and hadn't actually physically met. So we said, let's all go to dinner. So we did. And I ended up sat next to a guy called Lawrence Rowe, who I knew from the circuit because he was in choirs and things like that as well. So we got chatting, and I explained that I wasn't really feeling the full-time singing thing anymore, because it's full-time singing is grueling. It's really grueling, like days and days without sleep sometimes, and you get up on stage and you give it your all. But it was just a bit too much for me after that. And he said, well, if you don't want to sing anymore, what do you want to do? And I said, I think I want to act. He's like, really? I was like, yeah. He says, well, I do musical theatre, so I can help you. I was like, okay. And that's one thing I do love about the theatre industry, because my experience has been that everyone wants to help you. Yeah. I know that's not always the case, but that's just what I've felt. So he said to me, write down all your singing work, send me your headshots, and, I'll do the rest. And I was like, okay, so where do I get headshots from?
A real beginner.
Oh, mate. And he sent me to a lady called Dejonna Gift, who she did Two Strangers and a Cake. Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York, I think it was called. Yeah. With Sam Tutty. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic show. But she was doing headshots during lockdown as well. So she did my headshots. And then I was on Instagram one day, and a gentleman called Tom messaged me and said, just so you know, spent the whole morning watching you on YouTube, and I understand from Lawrence Rowe that you're looking for representation. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, great, would you like a chat? And I was like, yeah, sure. He's like, when are you free? I said, I'm free during the daytimes, in the mornings. He's like, are you free this morning? I said, yeah. Basically, long story short, by the end of the night, I'd signed with him. And that was my first agent. And then the next week I had an audition for Hairspray, and then 2 weeks later I was in rehearsals for Hairspray. It was very whirlwind, very whirlwind. It's almost like when you start to align with the things that you're supposed to do, you just get fast-tracked.
You do. That is like what's meant for you will not pass you by. You are the definition of that.
I couldn't agree more. I've been very lucky and very blessed with the opportunities that I've got and the people around me. So yeah, it's been good.
So Hairspray was your first ever job, like we said, started pretty motherfucking high.
Yeah.
Can we talk current day, present Hercules?
Yes, of course we can.
And well, then everything in between we shall discuss because I'm dying to talk about some things. Audition came through.
Mm-hmm.
Were you like, this has to be mine?
So basically, a little backstory.
I love a backstory.
I was with an agency and I knew that I needed a change. I wanted to change agents. And my agent had left that agency. And as far as I knew, she wasn't being an agent anymore, so I couldn't go with her. Otherwise, I would have done. But when she was my agent, I remember I was out with a mate and I'd been drinking. And we were talking about Hercules, the animation. And I said to my friend, I'm going to call my agent right now and tell her that if Hercules comes to town, I want to get in the room and audition. And she's like, do it. I was like, all right. So I just dropped her a line and said, listen, if anything happens with Hercules, I want to audition. And she just wrote back, noted. And I was like, thanks, babes. And that was like 2 years.
Oh my God.
That was 2 years before I didn't even know anything was coming.
Okay.
But then as time went on, I wanted to change agents because Helen had left by that point. And I remember having a chat with, do you know Joel Harper-Jackson?
Yeah.
His fiance Lloyd is now my agent. And Lloyd came to watch a show that I was in with Joel. And he said to Joel, if that girl ever wants to jump ship from where she's at now, you tell her that I'm here. So I was like, Joel, can I speak to your husband, please? So I had a nice meeting with Lloyd. And I was kind of biding my time with leaving my other agent.
Okay.
So Lloyd is very, very ahead of me a lot of the time. So he saw the breakdown before I did. And I said, if I just get an audition, I'll be happy.
Yeah. You can do the rest. Yeah. Just get me in there.
Yeah, I just need to audition. And even if I don't get it, at least I tried.
Yeah. And
I went and I had such a great time. And I think I went in 3 times.
Okay.
And one of those times was a dance call. There's a chant that we do in our outfits.
I saw it.
And that was the dance audition.
You'd eat that up.
And Charlene can't dance, so I was just like flinging my body about and having a nice time. Couldn't stop laughing. But I got the job, so it's fine.
And I actually I went to see Hercules 2 weeks ago. Charlene wasn't in it. She was on holiday.
I was away.
Selfish
sorry.
bitch. And
what a care.
What a care. You girls do a lot.
Yeah, we do.
But can I just say, my favourite part of the show is when you 5 girls are on there.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, like
that means a lot.
Every single time someone opened their mouth, I was being spoon-fed. You know, I was like, feed me.
Thank you.
And I can just imagine you, because I didn't.
Yeah, didn't get to see. You'll have to come back.
I'll have to come back.
Come back and watch it again. Yeah.
What is it like? Because obviously you have to. 5 of you have to kind of be one. Yeah. Yeah. Like how is that experience? Like, is there like pressure in some way? Is it?
Surprisingly, it takes the pressure off when there's 5 of you.
Okay.
We all do have our individual lines that we have to say and things that we have to do, but we're never on stage alone. So there's always 4 other chicks behind you wherever you are on stage, or beside you, or in front of you, and you're always together. I feel a bit emotional now.
Aww.
But it's interesting because we all individually have names, but we never you never hear our names spoken.
No, you don't.
We just go by the muses. So we're like one unit. And it's interesting because unfortunately in terms of like nominations for awards and things, they're not allowing us to be put forward as a group.
Oh.
So it's been a little bit difficult because it's such a groundbreaking thing to have 5 dark-skinned black women at the front telling a story, speaking to the audience. We're the only ones who break the 4th wall, apart from Phil, who does it once. But we literally are we have the audience in the palm of our hands, and people always say, oh, you're the best thing about the show, but there's so much in this show that we're so proud to be part of. Like Luke Brady, who plays Hercules, is just absolutely fantastic, and the entire cast is amazing. So we're just really proud to be part of it, but it's just a shame that they don't see us as a unit, and we want to be unified. So yeah, it's been a bit bittersweet. It's been lovely, but that kind of
but it's strong, it's powerful. Like I feel like my breath was taken away, you know, every single time the 5 women were on stage. I was like,
thank you.
And can I just say, the set is like, wow,
it's cool, isn't it?
You know, like
the screens.
I wanted to like pause and rewind, you know, when there's a fight and it's like slow motion. I was like, sorry, rewind, let me see that again.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Oh my god,
that's Casey Nicholaw, man. He loves the slow-mo.
The slow-mo had me shook.
Good.
And it's extended, right?
Yes, I think we were only supposed to go till January, but now we've extended to March.
Oh, beautiful. So you're like that. Great. Keep it coming.
Yeah, man. Book your tickets.
I mean, it's selling well.
It's selling very well.
I paid an extortionate amount.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, but it was so worth it. It was so worth it. I left feeling like that it was worth it.
I'm so glad.
You know?
Good. Thank you.
Would you say it's been one of a highlight in your career?
100%.
Originating.
100%, yeah. I mean, the show was originally on, it's had a few lives. So I know there was a version that was on in New Jersey for a really short period of time. There was also the longest running so far has been the one that was in Hamburg in Germany.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where it all started. But to be originating it in the UK is a huge privilege.
Yeah.
So we're all really excited about that, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And a massive, like, it's just a big tick box moment, isn't it?
It is.
And you're at the bloody Drury Lane.
I know.
What do you prefer, Drury Lane or Coliseum?
That's a tough one, you know, because the dressing rooms at the Coliseum are wonderful. And
really?
Yeah.
I've just done 6 months there.
You didn't like it?
Well, it could do with a bit of a spruce.
True. But it was my first job, so I didn't have anything to compare it to.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
So I've always got it as the highlight, because there were 7 of us in one room. And so I feel a bit funny when I'm on my own in the dressing room now. I was like, I want friends. But
probably spend no time in there. Spend time in
well, this is it. We're just literally always on stage, and we have like 9 wig changes and all the costumes and stuff.
Do you?
Yeah, it's crazy. But there are times where we are sat during certain songs or the beginning of songs, then we have to get up and go again. But yeah, I love the Theatre Royal, and I feel really honoured to be working there.
Yeah.
But I love Coliseum as well, because it's my first.
It will always be special to you.
Yeah.
Oh, has there anything extremely funny happened? Because there's 5 of you. Like, what about the chemistry on stage? Like, I feel like you only have to look at someone and they'd go.
Well, the thing is, because we are always speaking to the audience, we don't get much chance to look at each other.
Okay.
But there are definitely things that happen. Like, for example, at the end of the show, you know, when we're all standing there in our gold costumes.
Yeah.
We have these things in our wigs called trackers.
Okay.
So basically what they do is rather than having somebody up there to move the spotlight, the trackers find us on stage. So
technology, guys. Wow.
It's really cool. But sometimes those trackers don't always work. So there was one day where we were all on stage at the end, and Hercules is like, I'm going to stay here on earth with the people I love. And, you know, he's being all solemn and singing his little heart out. And there's this light just going like that. So we're trying to be
malfunctioning.
Like, yeah, we're trying to be all like, and I can see Trevor and Nicholas like, what's going on over there, girl? What the fuck? And I'm just like,
oh my gosh.
So yeah, funny things do happen on stage all the time. Last night, you know, at the very end where Hercules is up on the podium and the music is singing to him, that podium didn't come on last night. No one told us it won't come in on. So we turned around and we were like expecting to be up there, and we all just went, oh, hi babe. And just going, what's going on? Yeah. What's happening? It was mad.
That's my favourite thing about live theatre is that you have to be so quick.
Yeah, no one can tell us.
It's like, he's down there.
Just stand in a line, girls. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Harmonise quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my favourite thing. I always ask everyone, like, bloopers, because it's not live theatre. Like, for me, I always think of, like, a show that runs smoothly is boring. Like, something needs to happen, you know? Yeah. Like, even a sneeze. Someone sneeze loudly in the audience, please. You know,
we always have our little games that we play, like pass the pound coin. Well, I don't know if I can say that. Don't want to get in trouble. But, like, you know, the things that we do to make it interesting, because it's the same every night, which is great. We're lucky that we don't have to learn new lines and new songs every day. That's tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, you find ways to make it interesting.
I know. Yeah, of course you do. So you mentioned before Dreamgirls.
Mm-hmm.
Now you toured the UK with this.
I did.
Where did this come in your career? I was saying to Charlene, all of her CV is dotted. I actually don't know what came next. So this is educational for me.
Dreamgirls was my second job.
Flipping hell! Give us a break.
Girl, it was a lot. So I was an alternate.
Okay.
I was alternate FEY on that show.
Second job.
Yeah. So I went from like physically extreme to vocally extreme.
Mm-hmm.
And after that was 15 months I did that. And after I finished that, I was like, I never want to sing ever again. Please may I do a play? So it was interesting. But yeah, I again made some really good friends on that show as well, who've all gone on to do amazing things. And yeah, that was my second job.
That's massive.
Yeah, it was.
And like where do you even begin to, how many shows did you do as an alt?
I was supposed to do 3, but
ended up
towards
doing
the
7.
End, well, the most I did in a row was 6.
Okay.
Yeah, and I wasn't supposed to do 2 in one day, but I did many times. And I think towards the end it was 4 and 4.
4-4.
Yeah.
Split the role.
It's supposed to be 3 though. Yeah.
Where and how do you even begin to build your stamina vocally? I know the more you sing it, the more you stamina, but like, just things like being on tour and staying in a different environment.
Yes.
And not staying in your own bed, and you need to keep this healthy and you need to keep it well. Like, what was your like top things that you did?
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't look after myself very well on that tour because I was used to touring as a singer, which is very different. Yeah. So I did not realise that I would have so much responsibility for caring for myself, i.e. booking my own accommodation, booking my own travel, organising my own food.
Of course, this is so new to you.
So as a singer, you turn up at the airport in whatever state you want to turn up. Your flight is booked, your train is booked, your hotel is booked, and you just get ferried around everywhere. So you're basically a spoilt little child.
Yeah.
So the idea of touring, I didn't realise how much shopping I'd have to do, the packing. You can't shop too much. You can't spend too much time in Primark because you've got to carry it all home and all these kinds of things. So I did actually get quite ill on the road. And there was one performance where I wasn't feeling great, but then I got to the end of Act 1. I was like, and I was supposed to be standing at the back of the stage like, what on earth is going on? She's stolen my man. I've been kicked out of my group. But I just fell on the floor and I was just sat there at the back of the stage like this. And God bless that cast and crew, man. They literally carried me to my dressing room and I was just so hot. And I was like, take off my clothes. Like I was ripping my wig off. I was just so hot. Didn't know what was wrong. Went to the doctor. Blood pressure's a bit high. Hugely dehydrated. The doctor used the word historical dehydration. Oh my God. That's how dried out I was. And I ended up going and having a few tests, and I went to see a nutritional consultant, and I ended up cutting out sugar and was vegan for a little while. Wow. And it fixed everything. So literally the last 6 weeks of the contract, I was full of energy. My voice was banging out the range. It was great. Wow. But it took me a while to learn, no, you have to drink your water. You have to go to bed. You have to cut the alcohol. There's what you sacrifice as a musical theatre performer. I didn't realise that we're classed as athletes. Yeah. And athletes don't drink every day like I was. Yeah. And they don't eat all the cake like I was. Do you know what I mean? So I learnt a lot on that tour. But yeah, it was mad stressful, to be honest. Wow.
Your life is the fucking best.
Wow, I've had a good time.
And then did Strange Loop come next?
It did.
Wow. And that was nominated for Best New Musical at the Olivier's.
It was. But unfortunately, we were not invited to the Olivier's. Yeah. So the production company, Trafalgar, I don't mind saying the name, it's fine. They took themselves to the Olivier's and went to watch the Olivier's, and we were not invited to perform, which was really sad, because I know that everybody that's nominated for Best Musical performs, and we were all ready and waiting to perform. One of us even took the day off from the show that he was in to
like
I'm gonna be, and then we were just waiting and thinking, on the Olivier's in 2 weeks, or on the Olivier's next week, is the Olivier's in a couple of days, and we hadn't heard anything. And then we get a message from Trafalgar saying, oh, well, we've got a watch party in a pub wherever it was, so we'd love to invite you to that. And all of us were like, no, thank you. We want to go to the Olivier's, but it's okay. Don't worry. And then, you know, they were posting about being there, and one of the ladies, one of the producers from the company, she had a pass that she posted on her Instagram, and it said artist on it. And I was thinking, really? Which part of the show did you do, babe? So yeah, that was really, really disappointing and heartbreaking. And I actually cried. I was really upset because I've always wanted to go to the Olivier's and thought this was going to be our chance. And yeah, they just didn't. They said, oh, we didn't think we could get everyone together. And we were like, what do you mean? We're nominated for, But Michael Jackson, who wrote the play, actually performed, I guess, on our behalf. So, you know, there was a performance, but everyone was like, where were you guys? And we're like, we weren't invited. So.
And have you been to the Olivier since then?
No.
Well, you will be going next year.
I hope so.
Listen, when I tell you everything happens for a reason, there's a reason you weren't meant to be there then, or you weren't bloody invited. Yeah. And next year, my love, I'll see you on the red carpet. Yay! I'll be like, my Charlene, she's here. She made it.
She made it. Yeah.
Doing a show at the Barbican, it being a strange loop, was it insane?
It was mad because, to be honest with you, the show, I don't know if you know much about the show, A Strange Loop, but it's a queer black show. And unfortunately, the area that we were in wasn't very queer or very black. So there was a lot of, we all experienced racism at the Barbican, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was sad. But, and it wasn't very, the show wasn't very full a lot of the time because it's quite a niche show.
Yeah.
But every single person that came to see it was just blown away by it. So I was really, really proud to be part of that show. And I learned a lot on it because I'm actually straight, but most of the cast was queer. And I learned a lot about my queer friends and what they deal with and what they go through. And I was able to relate to the main character who's called Usher because he grew up in a Christian home and wasn't encouraged to be creative. And that's exactly what my life was like.
Wow, that is your beginning.
So, yeah. But it was an amazing show. I'm really proud to be part of it. And it was tough.
Yeah.
It was tough. We had to say a lot of things that are not nice to say. And we had to, you know, do a lot of things which are not nice to do. But then it was loads of fun, and you know, we were laughing a lot on stage. You talk about funny things happening on stage, the amount of times we were just cracking up and we were supposed to be singing, and it was, you know, and again, made some friends for life. And I would love to do that show again. I really enjoyed it.
I want you to do that show again, and I want you to have a wholehearted experience with it. And I'm so sorry that you experienced racism. Fucking ew.
Yeah, it was awful. But you know, you learn, you live and you learn, and you learn to kind of just fill your own cup up so that when you do have to deal with that stuff, you can just power through.
Your cup is half full.
Yeah, man, and not half empty.
No.
And that's the gospel truth.
Yeah.
You're done now.
Please. Yes. We've got 2 minutes and I want to talk about 2 other things. Can you, in one sentence, describe your experience of standing at the Sky's Edge at the Gillian Lynn Theatre?
Say that again. Can I, in what?
Can you, in a sentence, describe that experience?
In a sentence, what was standing at the Sky's Edge like?
Well, we can delve into
love.
Yeah.
It was love, and it was emotion and learning and joy. Yeah. That's what I say about that.
It's the one thing that I didn't get to see.
Really?
And it sometimes keeps me awake at night.
Oh no, don't let it keep you awake, Amber.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And I'm so gutted. I think I was in Back to the Future when it was happening. And it was like we had some form of clash of bloody, I mean, you can't see any show when you're in a show, can you?
This is it.
And I'm gutted. I never saw it.
It was an incredible show. I knew nothing about it. When I went to audition, and I told my friend Nat Kasanka, who's actually playing, I want to say Fontaine, but it's not Fontaine, is it?
It's Satine.
She's not in Les Mis. She's not. She's playing Satine in Moulin Rouge at the moment, and she said to me, "Oh my god, that show's amazing." I was like, "Is it?" And she was like, "Yeah, please, you got to get this job." I was like, "Okay." And I went and I auditioned, and they, when they give you feedback and stuff, I didn't know that feedback is a good thing.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, oh gosh, I didn't do anything right because they kept me in there for like 45 minutes telling me to do this and do it this way, blah blah.
That is the definition of a good audition,
right? I didn't know, so I was just like, oh well, never mind. And then I got the job, and I was like, oh great. But it was really, again, friends for life.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I've got to say about theatre. It's given me friendships, like the friendships I've always dreamed of having.
Aww.
Because the people that you meet in theatre, they're just so happy to be where they are, and they're so grateful for what they have, most of them anyway. So when you're around people who are like that, you can't help but be the same. But I come, obviously in my background, as singers, we're quite privileged and we're quite, spoiled, so and entitled, and I'm not ashamed to say that I've definitely felt that way myself. But when you're in theatre, it's like, come on, let's pull together. We're a company. It's a team. And I love that.
And that's one thing I always say, like, yes, okay, I absolutely love being on stage and I'm so grateful, but it's the community that I love most.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
And then finally, I've got 1 minute.
Okay.
World premiere of Here and Now.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
They're on tour now.
I know they've gone.
Yeah.
You've let them set sail themselves. Yeah. Did you meet Steps?
Yeah, loads of times. They were always in the audience.
Oh, really? Did you love it? Tragedy.
Well, do you know what? I met Faye Tozer at the Phoenix one night.
Oh, shock.
it was so nice to meet her because we'd been on the same bill. Singers like Steps and Basement Jaxx had been on the same bill a few times, and so we'd kind of bump into each other. And then one night we were at the Phoenix, and I was like, I need to say hello to that woman. And so I just went up to her. She's like, oh my God, Charlene. I was like, how do you know my name? She's like, oh my God. So I've got a picture of it, and she's looking all beautiful and stunning. I'm just sitting there like this. But yeah, she's brilliant. And then they would always come and watch the show, and they came to press night, and lovely people, all of them, really lovely. Yeah.
And did you enjoy? Did you enjoy doing that?
I had the best time.
Fun.
Yeah. The choreo, again, not easy, but they included the principals in the choreo, because usually it's the ensemble
you
going
stand
for
on
it.
zero.
Yeah, and we just go.
Yeah.
But there was a lot that we had to do, so I learned a lot on that show. Had a great time doing that, and then got to work with Becky Locke and Finty Williams.
Yeah,
and,
Becky Locke.
Just beautiful people. I had a really nice time.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Also one I didn't get to see. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
So I've basically seen you in nothing.
I hope it comes to town though. If it comes to town and I'm finished with Hercules, I don't know how long. I feel like Hercules is going to go on for a while. I don't know.
Babe, you're booked and blessed for at least
Either way, I'm happy,
Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to take you over to our Patreon episode where I'm just going to ask you quick fire round questions.
Great!
But thank you so much for listening, guys. Bye.